It's time for the rundown. Tune in as Amelia and Lori share their must-dos in some of their favorite cities, amuse you with their guilty pleasures, share the unsung promo hero of the week, and help decipher all those impossible text acronyms.
Welcome to episode 12 of The Rundown. I'm Amelia Model, Vice President of Sales for Promo Corner, and with me as always is the lovely and talented Miss Lori Bolton, Vice President of Logomark. How you doing, Lori?
I'm good, Amelia.
Good.
So good to see you. This year's like flying by. Episode 12, and here we are. We're in April.
Yeah, and I'm super excited. So today we're going to discuss our must-dos in Denver, Colorado, talk about our unsung promo hero, our latest guilty pleasures, and then, of course, we'll play What's the Meeting, where we decipher emojis and acronyms. But before we get started on that, we do have a show sponsor. Lori's familiar with them. It's Logomark. Woo, Logomark.
Yay!
So Logomark, thank you, one, for sponsoring, but Logomark is a leading supplier in the promotional products industry, known for its retail brands, Igloo, Pelican, Solo, Mana, Sherpani, Egg Weights, which I meant to bring my egg weights up. And Logomark is known for high quality products with exceptional customer service and continues to be a top 10 supplier of hard goods. Check them out at logomark.com. And I was telling you, I did use my egg weights. I took a little break at lunch and did some walking, running. And just with those little things, like I was like, why is this so much harder? Just, what are they, like a pound and a half a piece?
Pound and a half each. And it burns, Amelia, like 30% more calories. I mean, you can't see my arms in this picture, but yeah. I
have a tank top on under this, which is why I have a long sleeve shirt, because we don't want any chicken wings waving here in the air. No chicken wings. So Lori, what have you been up to? What's new?
Enjoying this lovely house. So excited. They're working on landscaping now. Had my first, my company, first set of company. And it actually was Jennifer Wang and her son, Nikki. Jennifer works at Logomark in NPD.
Oh,
and
nice.
They had a week of vacation and they actually chose to come see me. So they flew into Phoenix and spent 2.5 days in Prescott, and so lovely. She was able to come over and I was able to cook for them, and that makes me super happy.
That is so fun.
Isn't that great? And then I don't know if I told you or not, I chipped my molar on my left side of my mouth, and it's cracked. I should say it's cracked. So I went to the dentist this week, and again, for those of you that watch this consistently, I'm having to get established with new providers in the area. Well, I am, 3 days post and still cannot feel my tongue, Amelia. So if I slur my words or I spit,
it's not because you've been drinking?
No, not yet. And trust me, when I'm drinking, it's not pretty either. I'm drooling because I cannot feel my tongue or the left side. So I called panicked. Steve was in the dental industry, husband too, for like 20 years. So I woke up the next morning and I'm like, something's not right. I still can't feel the whole left side. What's going on? He's like, that's not normal. Called husband one. He's a physician. Like, what do you know about this? So I then called the dentist. And they said it could last up to a month. And I said, a month? Like I can't even eat. I'm biting my tongue. So anybody out there that's had something like this, I would love for you to comment if there's any tricks of getting rid of this. Clearly he's hit a nerve. The dentist hit a nerve. And just hope this isn't permanent, because if it is, I'm going to end up with a bib on for the rest of my life.
Well, I'm sorry. That's terrible that happens, but it's kind of amusing. And I love how you have husband two, which is your current husband, not your second ex-husband, your current husband, and husband one, your ex-husband. And I love how you have them on standby for medical needs. Like
anything, Lori, what the heck have you been up to?
So since the last time we spoke, I talked about my husband getting his eye surgery. So he's got his little bionic eyes now, no glasses, no reading glasses, no bifocals, no contacts. It's all healed up. Literally each day of the surgery, he was really kind of out of it. And then when he slept and rested, the next day he woke up and that eye was like fine, like he could see out of it. It's crazy. It's the darndest
That is
thing.
amazing. So wait, on the last episode, he had just had the one.
Mm-hmm.
He's had another one since.
Yep, both
And
eyes.
remind me, do they put you out for this?
No, you're awake. They give you a lot of gook in your eyes to numb everything, and they numb like I think so you can't, scrunch up. And they do have something
Botox.
holding your eyeball open.
Did he get some Botox?
He did not get Botox. I asked him, and then he was like, "No, they don't numb you that way." And then I think they gave him a Valium too, so he was acting a little.
Oh, good.
No, I was like, "Did they give you a prescription to go?" Yeah. So they did that. And then the only other exciting thing I've done is I got my first COVID shot this week. So me and my husband both went in and we got round 1 taken care of. And next time we talk, maybe I'll have to look at the schedule. Maybe I'll have my second one by then.
Wow. So I have to tell you, I got mine too.
Good. Which one?
I did the Pfizer because that's all that's available. Yep. And I felt fine. I feel fine. It's sore, but nothing like I can't handle. I do have some employees that are on vaccination number 2, and they're like out for 2 days.
Yeah. Our city of this week is one not attached to either of us really, but Denver, Colorado. So where do you recommend folks go when they go to Denver? What's your favorite place? Do you have
I have a few, but my favorite is a breakfast joint, and it's called Jelly Cafe on 13th Avenue. I like it because it's got the gluten-free, the vegan, kind of hippie-ish, which fits right in.
Lori's a hippie.
And
wouldn't know it by how she looks, but Lori's a hippie.
I am such a hippie. Small establishment, but so cool, funky, groovy, and the food's amazing. So Jelly Cafe on 13th Avenue in Denver is my favorite.
Very cool. Do you know what the crossroad is, 13th and what?
I have no idea even where cities are in states.
That's right. Lori is directionally challenged. She doesn't know east from west. So
that was a setup, wasn't it?
If you're interested, Google it. So I also love Denver, near and dear to my heart. In what year was it? God, it was a long time ago. When I'd say like 2002, 2003, I lived out in Denver. I actually moved out there for a year, lived right downtown, like right by Cheeseman Park. Anyone that's familiar with that area, just a little bit adjacent to like 12th and Colfax. So love that area. Would move back in a heartbeat. Have tried to entice my husband at times, like, hey, can we move back to Denver or maybe just get a second house there? It's awesome. There's no humidity. There's like no bugs in the city. You always have a good hair day. Best place ever. So I recommended more a region, which is the Lodo area, which just stands for lower downtown, because there's so many places to go. And it's obviously been quite some time since I lived down there, so I'm not sure what's still open. But it's all bars, restaurants, shopping. There's a little trolley that runs up and down the street, so you can just hitch a ride. But you just walk around and it's super safe, and there's just so much stuff. But if I had to pick one restaurant to put a name on it, maybe you've been there. I think it was called the Cherry Cricket. It was a hamburger joint over by the mall.
Yes.
You know it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if I recall, don't they have the piece of paper on the table where you like build your burger? Is that the same place?
I don't know. Again, it's been so long, but it's over by the Cherry, I think it was called Cherry Creek Malls, Cherry Hill Malls.
Yes.
Like the Botanic Garden is there. So yeah. It's not too far from there, and it's called the Cherry Cricket. So very good hamburger. Just a cool, easy going place. You can't go wrong.
Right.
Pretty much the whole state of Colorado. You can't go wrong. We have our unsung promo hero of the week. And I believe you know her as well, Lori. It's Michelle Chen of Fossa Apparel. You know Miss Michelle Chen?
I do know Michelle. Congratulations, Michelle.
So she was nominated by Meg Erber of S&S, and Meg gave me some background. So people might know Michelle because of Fossa. So she and her parents founded Fossa back in 2007. Do people say that? 2007. Do you not say 20 till 2010? I don't know. So she and her parents founded FOSSA back in 2007. And she's also an advocate for women's empowerment and promoting diversity in the promotional products industry. So if you know her for FOSSA, you might also know her, or maybe you don't, that she was recently part of the PPAI panel for Women's History Month. And then she also took part in a recent Promo Kitchen podcast to talk about anti-Asian racism and how it's professionally and personally affected her. So shout out to Michelle for educating people and empowering women and starting a business and just being an awesome person. So thank you, Meg, and thank you, Michelle. So Lori, guilty pleasures. You and I were talking a while back. Actually, I was talking to you while I was shopping at Target with my kids the other day, and we were talking about shows that I don't know if it's the same show you're going to talk about. So what is your guilty pleasure right now, or this week, or the past 2 weeks? What have you been doing?
So a reminder to everybody, I've got internet and I've got fast internet. So Brandon says, meaning that I'm able to like watch some stuff, get caught up. So right now I am obsessed with Who Killed Sarah. It is rated X-rated, not for children's. Yeah, it's X-rated, not for children's eyes by any means. Probably wouldn't even tell my son about this, but just because they were going like, Mom, you're watching that?
He's an adult. He probably has already heard about it.
I know. So Who Killed Sarah? And I want to say it is on, I believe it's on Netflix.
It is.
Because I've got now three different, I've got Sling, Netflix, and Amazon. Got to catch up with you, Amelia. But it is so good. And when Amelia and I were talking, so it looks like it was filmed originally in Spanish, and they have converted it to where it's not,
it's dubbed.
It's dubbed, but I feel like they do, I know it bothers you and it's hard for you to watch, but I feel like they did a really good job in dubbing. There's so much action going on that I'm really not paying attention to their mouths. I'm watching like what's going on. So maybe you can tolerate it. I don't know. But anyhow, Who Killed Sarah? It's really good. Really good.
I'm going to try it again. I did put it on for a second, and like you mentioned, I usually look to see the names of the actors, and you can tell if they're American actors or not. Yeah. And if they have names that I can't pronounce, I'm like, oh, it was made somewhere else. And it just messes with me. It's like when people wear masks, I can't hear them anymore.
Right.
I'm like, wait, what'd you see? But when their lips don't match the words, once my eye draws attention, that's all I can see is that the lips don't match. And I'm like, so I will try again. And also I need to, now that I know what it's about, I need to make sure my kids are not around.
Oh, yes. No kids, please. No kids. I can't say it enough. Like, this is an adult, an adult movie, but that's been my guilty pleasure. I finished up Crown, waiting for the next to come out, but yeah, I'm going to catch up to you.
And speaking of the Crown, now there was some news in the royal family that Prince Philip passed away at the age of 99. So an era has ended. That's a long run.
Long run. And the first thing I thought when I saw the news hit is, what are Prince Harry and Meghan now going to do with all of this turmoil in the family? She's pregnant. I don't know how far along she is. Like, what does that look like? So yes, I'll definitely, because you know, you and I both have royalty in our family. It's super important that we keep up to speed on what's going on.
Yes.
So I'll be curious to see how that plays out.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I also picked one. It's not X-rated. It's not R-rated, but it is a little odd, kind of scary. I haven't had, my kids didn't watch it with me. It's called The Servant, and it's on Netflix. And it's about a couple that is in Philadelphia. The guy is like a master chef that creates concoctions, and the woman is a news reporter, and they have a terrible tragedy in their family. Their child dies, their infant baby, and then they bring on a nanny. But there's a whole twist to it that I can't say without running what happens. And they just came out with season 2. So I watched season 1 a long time ago. Season 2 just came out. I watched it, and it's wild. There's like cold stuff, and I don't want to, kind of like black magic. It's just kind of one of those spookies. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. So if you know who he is, the type of movies that he does. So that's my recommendation, Servant on Netflix. And they just had the second season come out.
I'm on it, and
Lori's taking notes.
I am taking notes because I do watch some of these that you recommend. I have started the one that you had recommended last episode.
What did I recommend? Oh, the one.
So
yeah, it's good, right?
That. Yeah, it's good. So I'm just doing it, Amelia. I'm just got like 5 different things opened and watching whatever I feel like at the time.
It totally depends too. And I have another show I'm watching now. I think there's like 8 seasons. So I'm but I watch it like when I work out. So I just put it on, or if I don't feel like watching TV and I just want to like veg out in the corner, I just watch it on my tablet. I don't even put it on the TV. So there's different shows and I watch them in different ways, depending on how much I'm in tune and following, or how much it is like just noise that I kind of like need to
background noise
through TV.
I think it's awesome, but yes, I'm catching up, and I'm glad I'm going to come up with a couple others you haven't heard of. So I'm on it. Okay.
Well, summer's going to be here, so my guilty pleasures are probably going to have to change soon, because hopefully I get off my lazy ass and get outside and enjoy it once the weather's nice and I'm all vaccinated up.
You'll be out playing in no time.
Getting my tan so I can match yours. I look really white compared to your skin right now.
It's just because I hit the trails. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Lori, it's time for What's the Meaning? So, young lady, do you want acronyms or emojis first?
Let's do emojis, please.
Okay. Emojis for 100, Alex. Okay. Screw up. So here's the first one. We'll start you off with the easy one.
Music to my ears.
Yes, it's notes. It's an arrow and then ears. Very easy. Music to my ears. Awesome. Okay. These two kind of go together. This one's easy. It's a putty tat, an up arrow, and a backpack.
Don't let the cat out of the bag.
The cat's out of the bag.
Oh my gosh. Do I get credit for that one?
Yes, absolutely. You get credit. Okay. And here's another one. Last one. So a emoji face with Z's, a girl with her arms crossed, and a trophy. What do you think the first one is with the Z's?
I was going to say snoring or sleeping.
In that general realm.
Snoring, sleeping, snoozing.
Sorry, you can't see my head bob behind.
Yep, snoozing. Snoozing, no. Trophy, cup, award. Yes, Amelia?
The girl is like, you don't get that. So if you snooze.
If you snooze, you lose.
Boom.
So
Got
2.5. I'll give myself 2.5 on that one.
Got it. Okay. I hope I haven't done these yet. Sometimes I find Post-it notes that I've written down like, oh, these are good. And then I'm like, I need to throw them away. Oh, did you have?
I won't remember.
Do you want me to give you the acronyms, or do you want to give me mine?
Let me give you your emojis.
Okay. And again, yours are pop culture.
Pop culture.
And I have 2. So sometimes I mix. I have travel and what's my other one? Name that emojicon.
I need to get the other deck. Okay. I'm going to start easy for you.
Okay. Oh my God. So it's a rainy cloud and 3 guys, a yellow guy, a white guy with a mustache, and a black guy. And this is an easy one.
It's an easy one, Amelia.
Cloud faces, cloud, rainy.
Yeah.
It's raining men.
Yes.
Okay. Took me a second to get my brain there. Whew.
this one, let's do this one first.
Kind of look like the Village People. Like, oh my.
I know, you were funny.
Lock
I give
box.
you hard ones because you're so smart.
Lock box 2 times smoke pot. It's a lock. It's a box. It's a number 2. It's an egg.
A lock. But this is what a box could also be called what? Like you've got
Package. Mail.
inventory, you've got stock.
Lock, stock. Am I close?
Yeah. Those 2 free words are correct. The first 2.
Lock, stock.
Uh-huh.
Lock, stock 2 times.
Lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels.
Oh, I knew it was I was trying to think of the movie, but I couldn't. I've seen that movie. It's a Guy Ritchie film, I think.
Well, I picked the ones I know I can't get. So.
Thank you. I believe that's a Guy Ritchie film. And Guy Ritchie is a guy that used to be married to Madonna, for anybody.
I know.
I'm full of pop culture.
Yes. Okay, so this one is, I'm going to give you a hint because I think this is hard. I know I wouldn't have gotten this one. But we just talked about it a little bit in this podcast.
Okay, so there's a couple flags, arrow, don't. The last one is a British flag. I don't know what the first one is. Is that important for me to know the?
It starts with a B.
B.
It's a hard one. An arrow and no sign.
Britain. Something going out of Britain. Out of, over and out.
Brexit.
Do what? Oh, Brexit.
It's Brexit. I know it's hard, Amelia.
Yeah, I would have never got
hard.
that.
So funny.
Okay, so you, now that I sucked at those, since you gave me all the hard ones.
All right. No, you did good.
Here are your emojis. So
okay.
It's TMI.
Too much information.
You got it. I knew that one.
Yay.
I said that
give
one.
me an easy one.
TMI, Lori. That's when you start
TMI.
talking about your X-rated TV shows. Now, this one I like to say, but I used to have to ask people again. I was like, what's it mean? I just like saying it. YOLO. YOLO. YOLO.
Please don't tell me I should know this one. You only
live once.
Darn it.
That was a good one.
That's a good one for me. It's a good one. Everybody else is like, Lori, you got this. You got this. You know what it is.
Okay.
You only live once.
You only live once. You're going to start using that with your kids. Okay. Now this one, this is funny. So this is bae. These are things people actually say like out loud. So like, you're like, you're my boo, you're my bae.
Yeah.
So a boo is like a significant other, but a bae means a little bit something different.
What comes to mind is best ass ever.
Pretty sure my husband, God, I got to get the 2 men in my life straight. Pretty sure my son wasn't asking me if his mom had the best ass ever. Context, Lori, context.
Sorry.
It is before anyone else. So like you're my bae before anyone else. So like you tell your kids that or your husband.
I would have never have gotten that, Amelia.
Well, I just knew it was a term of affection. I did not know it actually meant before anyone else. Jessica and Brandon told me that this week. And I was like, of course,
Jessica
got to write that
Brandon
down.
Did. Oh, show.
Oh, Lori, it's always a fun time hanging out with you. That is going to do it for us this week. We hope you guys comment. Let us know where you like to go in Denver. Private message me or Lori if you have an unsung promo hero that you want us to give a shout out to. And then if you have guilty pleasures or if you watch the shows that we watch, or if you have something that's a must see and you need us to watch it and talk about it for you, we will take that burden. And be sure to tune in again on May 14th for our next episode, where we are going to talk about Lori's city that she picked, Portland, Oregon.
Nice. My old stomping grounds.
The whole country is your old stomping ground.
That's true.
Lori's been there, done that. YOLO.
YOLO. All right, Bae.
All right. Bye, Bae. See you next time.
Bye.